Welcome to the Estadio Reina Sofia. Locals in full voice, packed out, and 1 goal. Decent turnout as well from the opposition Talavera, not one of the more local Primera RFEF clubs to this particular neck of the woods. It's a chilly evening in Salamanca, it has to be said. Bit of a wind blowing. Both sides struggling a little bit with the conditions. Talavera bedecked in their dazzling pink away kit. And of course, Unionistas nowadays is the home to not 1, not 2, but 3 former Juventud de Torremolinos players. Look at that. Couldn't even wait a minute to mention that. Yeah, overall, very evenly balanced home side. Slightly got the edge. But as yet, nothing serious in terms of clear opportunities. So goalless as things stand. Goal for Unionistas! Ball played across the Talavera midfield. Mr Torremolinos spotted it, latched onto it, smashed to the shot 20 yards. Big deflection of a Talavera defender, looped over the keeper's head and into the goal. And being checked, as all the goals are checked, but I can't see anything wrong with this goal at all. It looks to me like the opening goal of the game has been scored by the newly crowned goal machine. I think that's about his 7th goal of the season. He does take penalties, but still, a little bit fortunate about that one. A massive deflection, and it looped perfectly over the Talavera keeper's head, but you know, he will not care. He will be claiming that one. It was on target. And Mario Simon's side are 1 goal to the goods. And deservedly so overall. They've been the better side, the more forward-thinking side in this first 35 minutes. And now it's up to Talavera to try and make a little bit more of an effort to take the game to their opponents. As long as this check doesn't result in the referee being called across. I'm not really sure what he's checking for. It's a goal. Come on, let's get on with it. Oh, Meadows fired up. Ball in behind him there. Talavera player breaking the box. Recovered. Slide tackle. Massive fist pump to the adoring fans behind that goal. Still 1-0. 8 minutes to go till half time. 2-0 Unionistas. Ball in for the right. Towering header on the edge of the 6-yard box. No chance. Just keeping that one out. In the space of 3 minutes. Unionistas in a commanding position in this game. 3-0 Unionistas. 3 goals in 7 minutes. Corner from the right, not properly cleared. Smashed home from about 8 yards out. And suddenly, this game is as good as over. I mean, I reckon anyway. Dreamland for Unionistas and their fans. Half time, the Reina Sofia. I have to say, after 35 minutes, I did not expect to be telling you that the score was 3-0 to the home side at half time. After deadlock had been broken by Victor Mel, a little bit of good fortune around that goal. Brilliant header by Perry Marco to make it 2-0. And then, who else but Juanje? I never mentioned he used to play for Juventud de Torremolinos. Tucks away the 3rd goal after Talavera failed to clear a corner. Comfortable position, and certainly not 3 goals better in this first half in terms of the balance of play. Unionistas, but what they did do as soon as they got in front was they really went for it, and it's going to take a hell of a comeback from Talavera now to turn this one around. I wouldn't bet on it myself. Half time, Unionistas 3, Talavera 0. Teams back out for the second half. Unsurprisingly, Talavera are making 2 changes, including an extra forward, I suspect, as you would have to from 3-0 down. The only way forward is going to be to go for it. But this thing, first 15 minutes of the second half is going to be crucial, isn't it? They could sneak one back, who knows? But no sign of it. in that first half. Didn't have a single shot on target. We're underway again. 3-0 Unionistas. A fourth for Unionistas. Talavera starting the second half, looking decent. Looking like they wanted to get a goal back. Counter attack. Fantastic burst on the right flank. And done a little bit of luck, little deflection as he crossed the ball in. But I'm sure he couldn't care less about that. I'm sure he's as bothered about that as Victor Meda was for the first goal. 4-0, that surely is game over. After the second half, still 4-0 to the home side. Stipovic, the latest sub for Talavera. They've had more of the players you can imagine they would do. Still pushing to try and rescue this lost cause. And Unionistas inevitably sitting back a bit, inviting them on. Having scored the fourth goal in the counter-attack, they probably fancy getting a fifth in the same manner. Not yet created anything since the fourth. But let's not get greedy here. 4 goals. Not bad. Time for a couple of changes for the home side, and I've been briefed that Jota speaks English and that he might be prepared to give me a short interview afterwards. He's got a little bit of time to prepare for it. He's coming off now. Socks rolled down, centre of that midfield. Worked really hard alongside Juanje. Given a rest with 20 minutes to go. And plenty of height added to the side, and Victor Meda also going off. Goal back for the visitors, and it's come from that left-hand side that Victor Meda has been protecting throughout this game. He's just been substituted. I'm not sure if there's a momentary lapse of concentration by, I think it's essentially Juanje is taking his place at right back. But ball into the near post, tucked away. Not quite sure it's an own goal or whether it was knocked in by Talavera forward, but 4-1, probably no one of consolation, but at least it's down the end where the Talavera fans are gathered. A good 250 in here. It's not round the corner, Talavera either. It's a decent effort. There'll be some living Madrid, no doubt, but even that's not exactly a quick 20 minutes away. So yeah, some consolation for them on a freezing cold night. I'd be surprised if they scored 3 more in the next 20 minutes, but you never know. 4-1. 10 minutes to go. Talavera is still going for it. Petty Marco, centre forward, coming off now. Big English style number 9. Scored a big English style header goal in the first half. Taking me back to the yesteryear of the likes of Andy Gray. And he gets a rest now. 4-1. Interestingly, after that not particularly successful 10-minute spell or so with Juanje at right back, he's back where he belongs, in the centre of the park. A goal here for Talavera, and there'll be a bit of nerves creeping in. Never know. 4-1 still in. 600 minutes, I think it's safe to say that very unlikely Talavera comeback is definitely now not happening. Still 4-1. And it's a complete miserable evening for the visitors. They've just conceded a penalty in the 96th minute. I mean, I haven't seen a music card all evening. Will they, at 4-1 down, decide to play the card? Or will they just decide not to bother? Looks like it's not going to be contested. Or is it? No. Referee's looking across. Does he want to contest it? Yeah. Unsurprisingly, he doesn't change his mind. They very rarely do. And here's a chance for Unionistas to clock up a manita, as they call it in Spain, when you score 5 goals. And by the stature of the penalty taker. This is going to be a tap in the corner. This is going to be a smash, possibly down the middle. I'm not sensing Panenka from this penalty. Here we go. Straight down the middle. Keeper dived. He stayed where he was. He probably would have saved it. 5-1. That to be the last kick of the game. It's all over. 5-1 to Unionistas. Thumping home win. Delighted to be joined by Jota after Unionistas 5, Talavera 1. Jota, what did you make of that game? And before I give your opinion, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. It's something that nobody wants to do when they come to a game. But I really appreciate that. So thank you. So what do you make of it?
We are very happy about the 3 points. There is 2 matches in a row with victory. It's very good for the team, for the confidence. We are very happy for this result. 5-1 is so nice.
And in terms of your role in this team, is it a similar role to the role that you played last year at Ceuta, or is this a new position for you to get used to?
It's very different, but I have played in that position from I was young, and it's very easy for me to play in this position. In Ceuta I play for more like attacker, and here I'm with so much confidence, and the team is helping me to do it better.
And ultimately, you have actually experienced promotion last year, haven't you, with Ceuta? But what about this team? Could this team get promoted as well?
It's a different situation. We are playing for different objectives, and now the team is very confident, like I'm saying, and we are working so hard to do the best.
And I think you spent your younger years in Cádiz, didn't you? It's not usually like this in Cádiz, is it? How do you cope with this cold?
I'm trying to acclimate here because it's so cold. I'm trying to make this the better possible.
Well, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for your time, and well done tonight. Brilliant win.
Thank you, you too.
So there you have it, my first ever experience of a game at the Reina Sofia. I've been to Salamanca many times before, but never to this particular football ground. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic atmosphere created by the fans behind one of the goals, and lovely people there. It is a fan-owned club, of course, so brilliant to get a chance to experience that. And although it's not right in the city centre, not desperately difficult to get to, and I certainly recommend a weekend in Salamanca, having been, as I say, many times before. It's a beautiful city, and if you can get there on a weekend when Unionistas is at home, it will be a really memorable experience. But obviously, it's only the first part of El Pozo and Directo for this particular show, because we had 2 games to visit this weekend, one for myself and one for Nick. And so the next morning, Nick took over and will take over shortly on this audio, telling us about his trip to El Pozuelo to see Juventud de Torremolinos against Sevilla Atletico.
Buenos dias, as we head into our second part of El Pozo en Directo. It is Nick taking over control of the mic, and I am currently in El Pozuelo in Torremolinos, as the game today is between Juventud de Torremolinos and Sevilla Atletico. Both clubs currently occupying the last 2 spaces of the relegation zone respectively, and especially the home side in dire need of a win, especially to catch up to Ibiza, who are 3 points ahead of him but lost yesterday. So yeah, plenty of opportunity for Torremolinos to get points onto the board, especially against a sort of ailing and not very good Sevilla Bayside too. It's pretty funky here, like I say. It's a bit grey and overcast here on the Costa del Sol, but hopefully the football will brighten up the afternoon. We'll certainly hope there are as many goals as there was in Salamanca yesterday. Liam obviously reporting on a 5-1 win for the home side. Let's hope for more of the same here from Torremolinos today. We'll keep you in check. So seemingly it is not a trip to the Costa without me bumping into Luke Chambers of Costa del Football fame. Obviously, Luke, Malaga win on Friday evening, massive one, 6 wins in a row, 3-0 in the pouring rain. A bit drier today. Torremolinos, obviously you're the expert on this as well, Pozuelo.
El Pozuelo, unbelievable little stadium. Your first time, I believe, Nick.
It is.
Now what you can hear in the background is the unbelievable Torremolinos theme. Yeah, feeling good about 3 points for Torremolinos today as well against a young Sevilla Atletico team. But like we've just said, there could be the next big star to come out of Sevilla right now.
Oh, definitely, and I think just watching for some of the players for Torremolinos, a bit of trouble at the minute in the relegation zone, but you've got to trust big Camacho up top. He's a bit of a unit, isn't he?
He's an experienced body. He's played at this level for many years, and to be fair, you'll see today, Nick, Torremolinos, especially in El Pozuelo, play a very attacking style, which sometimes can go against them, I guess, on the road. And but yeah, I mean, this league's that tight, you know better than anybody. 3 points takes you up to, I don't know what, 8th, 9th, 10th and stuff. And yeah, run of form's very important at this level, and I think Torremolinos have got the tools to do that.
Yeah, I think I would definitely love to see them remain in Primera RFEF. Obviously, those 5 team being that trapdoor is always a bit of a problem, but there's definitely 5 worse teams in Grupo Dos than Torremolinos, so I really do hope they get to stay up as well. Any more ones to watch, or it's quite a fresh team, to be fair, isn't it?
It is. I mean, there's Calderon's made a couple of changes. Danny Fernandez, the club captain, he's on the bench from centre half. But if you keep your eye on Merida today, how Torremolinos played, the centre half loves that 40-yard switch, and it really is a joy to watch when it works, because the pace of Ali Camacho on the left, and I believe Ivan Ribeiro is playing, who again is a very talented player. If it clicks for Torremolinos, it clicks very well, and I've got a nice feeling about that today.
Definitely. We're on the Heineken Zeros as well, because it is lunchtime, but obviously new rules in Primera RFEF means we can't be on the Canyas. But yeah, hopefully a massive 3 points for Torremolinos today, wearing their beautiful white and green Umbro kits. It's a shame that the club shop doesn't have any to sell today, because I would definitely be treating myself. However, I have gone for a scarf, so I'm not walking away empty-handed. But yeah, fingers crossed for a massive filial demolition this afternoon here at El Pozuelo. Just shy of quarter of an hour in here at El Pozuelo. Pretty decent game so far, to be fair. Nothing clear cut and really definitive. There's a bit of concern about Ribeiro down the other end at the minute. He'd be a big loss to Torremolinos if he goes off early. But I'll tell you what, I'm just looking at this Sevilla Atletico team, and it's like looking at the fucking Monstars from Space Jam. These are big lads, especially the number 9. Also really enjoying the number 27, Nico Guillan, who sent one of the Torremolinos defenders for an absolute sandwich earlier before. Proper cutback, went into the box, but just couldn't find the right ball to finish. But yeah, it's a pretty decent game down here at the bottom end of Grupo Dos. Hopefully a goal soon, hopefully from the boys in green and white. We have a breakthrough here at El Pozuelo. It is a goal for the home side. Torremolinos 1, Sevilla Atletico 0. Some really good sustained pressure from the home side, resulting in a lovely cross towards the back post, where I think it was Camacho who got the padded header backs. However, it was Moreno, the number 8, to run in there, finish at the short pace, and yes, we've got a goal here. Luke Chambers, what do you think of that goal?
Game on, baby, game on. It's been a tight game so far. I think Sevilla look very dangerous on the attack. I'll be surprised if Sevilla don't challenge this. I mean, we're at the other end of the pitch, but everything seemed to stop, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think they're in discussion now with the manager, which I find is so bizarre at this level, but it's also cool. Like, nobody knows what's happening right now.
No, well, this is it. This is where you get the where FES is always a bit sort of like staggered, because you've got the goalkeeper up here sort of like challenging the referees and the linesman's decision. They clearly think it was offside from the header back from Camacho, but all seems to be waiting to kick off here. No one's looking at the monitor either at the moment, but we'll definitely keep an eye on it here. But at the minute, 1-0 to Torremolinos, and well deserved. Definitely all one-way traffic to Torremolinos right now, and I think a big part of that comes down to the insistence from the filials to play the system irregardless of the fact that it's not working for them. Sevilla Atletico basically want to pass everything out from the back, which just invites pressure from the home side, who are clearly chasing a second in this match. But even when they get out to the other end of the pitch, it's all about trying to work the ball into the box in a patterned way, rather than actually just thinking, fuck it, let's get a man on Fran and try and get a goal back here. This is the problem when you've got B teams at this level. It's absolutely shite to watch from a certain perspective, but Torremolinos will take it. They're leading 1-0 at the minute. They've just absolutely rattled the bar with a great effort from Camacho, and yeah, I can definitely see a second and maybe a third goal for the home side coming up very, very soon.
That's another yellow.
We have a second goal for Torremolinos, however it's been pulled back for offside, but to me it looked like a perfectly well worked goal with Camacho with the finish. It's currently being checked over by the fourth official. Having a really, really good look at the monitor at the side of the pitch, but yeah, an absolutely brilliant well worked goal, good interplay, come over from the left hand side and basically just cut into the box and a neat and tidy finish into the bottom corner from Camacho. So yeah, we're just waiting to see now. The referee's been called over to the FVS screen, and let's see how he points. But really tasty game here so far, though. Edu Lopez probably very lucky to still be on the pitch and still on just one yellow card. A really, really horrific challenge just right by us here on Easter for Sevilla Atletico, just in the bottom corner. He did manage to put it on the pitch. We've got a decision, and it's definitely offside there, just on the double check. So still only 1-0 to Torremolinos here. FVS and that appeal being successful for Sevilla Atletico. But yeah, good game here. Definitely some more goals in this one, and we are certainly getting into the heads of the Sevilla Atletico players in this first half. So it's half time here at El Pozuelo. Still Juventud de Torremolinos 1, Sevilla Atletico 0. And I tell you what, the home side are good for this lead as well, and will be quite aggrieved that they're maybe not 2-0 up, to be fair. They had the ball in the back of the net twice. One was pulled back for offside. Looked pretty decent for me, but FVS on the appeal from Torremolinos pulled it back. But also as well, they've rattled the crossbar a couple of times. They've stung the palms of Alex Flores in the Sevilla Atletico goal. And, you know, this would be a massive 3 points for Torremolinos down the bottom there. They are just 3 behind Ibiza, who lost yesterday. So it's a good chance for them to maybe get at least on level points with them just outside the relegation zone. But yeah, I have to keep admitting, watching Filiales is not my favourite thing to do at all. And as we keep saying on the podcast, it's just turgid to watch them. They are too stuck to wanting to stick to whatever plan they want to go to and not diversifying from it whatsoever. So, you know, it just must be soul destroying for the players, to be fair, but I'm sure they won't mind at the end of the day when they check their bank accounts. But yeah, for now, I think this is a great opportunity for Torremolinos to maybe go and grab a second or a third maybe in front of the ultras here at the end of the stadium. But for me, they're definitely worth it, really, really worth it. I think the signings as well that they've made are really starting to blood into this starting 11. Should be able to give them a bit of hope that they're going to have a pretty solid second half of the season as well. So yeah, more to come in the second half. Some interesting music choices here at half time as well. We were just listening to, you know, some Pedro music, but we've also had some Mozart on. And then apparently whilst I was recording the last segment, you might be able to hear it on the background. There was also a bit of what sounded like bump and grind and some expletives that go with it as well. So yeah, apologies in advance if you heard that in the car. But we have players returning to the pitch now. The Sevilla Atletico boys are back out on the grass, soon to be followed by Torremolinos. Big second half coming up for the home side. Hopefully more goals to talk about. Note to self, check the highlights back of the Torremolinos game. About 7 minutes into the second half, you'll see some great kicky-ups from yours truly. I feel like I might get signed by the end of this game. Definitely a better touch I saw before from Tom Williams. That was incredible scenes. But yeah, this might be the last time you hear from me on El Pozo, because I will be signed at the end of this game. Interesting developments here, because I think there's a lot of protests from the Sevilla Atletico players. Basically, it was a counter-attack movement on the way through. It looked like it was Moreno who was looking to break, but he's been absolutely body-checked by Jesus Hernandez, last man. He's clearly, you know, prevented the passage of play, but he stood in the, you know, not even in his own half. So basically, he comes through, checks his man, takes the card, but the Sevilla Atletico players are incandescent with rage, thinking it should be a red card, asking for a check on FVS, and the Sevilla Atletico manager has actually got himself in the book for this, for protesting too much. But yeah, the FES check is underway, and we don't like to see this in El Pozo. You know, there's no point in trying to go to FES. Using one of your challenges to get a red card is absolutely pointless. It's very, very dark arts. It's absolutely crap. We don't like to see it, and hopefully the referee waves this away, which we should be expecting at the minute. So he's coming away back onto the pitch now. He's going back into his pocket. No decision. There we go. That is the right decision. Not only is that a Torremolinos win, that is football winning, ladies and gentlemen. Using an FES appeal to get a player sent off is shithousery at its finest, and I'm glad to see he's nipped in the bud there. Good result. Now currently just shy of 70 minutes into the second half. It's got a bit more end to end, this one. No one really getting a bit of a grip onto the game here. Just in some excellent football from Torremolinos coming forward though, and really could have ended up with a couple of goals within the last 10 minutes, so to speak. Again, not to sort of like sound like a broken record, but my biggest problem with this is when the Filiales try to do daft stuff like play out from the back, and they just get caught short, but they're so narrow-minded just to think it's got to work. We play for Sevilla as B team, so therefore what we do must be right. And they've been caught nearly 2 or 3 times now in this second half and almost conceded goals basically for sticking to playing the way that they've been told to play all game. So yeah, don't like to change it. It's bad to see. But yeah, Torremolinos now in the corner. Really good atmosphere as well, to be fair. You know, it was going to be supposed to be pouring down with rain this afternoon. Plenty of people have turned up out in force to watch the local club play. Really, really good to see. And yeah, again, we're only 20 minutes away from hopefully 3 points for the home side. And just like that, it's 2-0 to Torremolinos. An absolute belting header from Camacho. It was a corner in from that right-hand side, just as we were talking about. And Camacho leading back, bullets the header into the top right-hand corner. It's a really brilliant goal, but it's only matched by the celebration. He's pulled out the Tony Montana, he's took out the Tommy gun, and he's spraying bullets into the crowd. Great celebration. Luke, what was better, the goal or the celebration?
Celebration? No, actually the goal. I mean, the ball thunders off of the crossbar and into the back of the net. We all know that that means that it's a better goal by hitting the crossbar. But yeah, it's been a bit of a sticky second half so far, but for me, I think that's game, set and match. I'd like to think Torremolinos going from strength to strength going forward. Vamos!
Absolutely, like I say, game over it's looking like here. But I tell you what, the reaction from the crowd and from Camacho too, like you say, it just sounds better going in off the bar. Definitely go check out Costa del Futol, because I know that Luke had his phone out to record that goal. POV is definitely available for that one. And yeah, a big win incoming here for Torremolinos, 2-0. There we have it, full time here at El Pozuelo. It is Juventud de Torremolinos 2, Sevilla Atletico 0. An absolutely brilliant game here. 2 fantastic goals scored as well, and a big 3 points for the home side, who now go level on points with Ibiza. I don't think they are out of the relegation spaces just yet, but if it's testament to how much and how tight Grupo Dos is at the moment, there are currently only 3 points between Torremolinos and Ibiza on 26 points. And then there is Villarreal B in 7th place on 29 points, and then in the playoffs and just outside, Real Murcia and Tarazona on 30. So only 4 points separating Torremolinos with a win here this afternoon, and the boys in the playoffs as well. So thank you for listening to this El Pozo en Directo, tied up with a fantastic win for Unionistas yesterday. 2 fantastic games as well. Go and like and subscribe where you can, and keep an eye out for our show coming out in the middle of this week, where we'll talk about all 20 games across Primera Federación. But for now, we'll see you then. Hasta luego.